It's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. The makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. It's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. It's the makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. Makeup nurse, the makeup nurse, the makeup nurse. It's the makeup nurse, you better fix your ways. The makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. It's the makeup nurse, better fix your ways. It's the makeup nurse, she bout to fix your face. Makeup.
I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Pajami the Makeup Nurse. Today's First Impressions Friday and Flower Beauty. It is also Galentine's Day, Cheddar Day, Tortellini Day, World Radio Day, Apology Day in Australia, and Kiss Day. And it's also Friday the 13th. And also, this is marking the first of two such unlucky days of this year. World Radio Day was because the UN-sponsored day to celebrate radio as a medium to inform, educate, and promote freedom of expression. Galentine's Day, a modern unofficial holiday for ladies celebrating ladies, popularized by the TV show Parks and Recreation. National Apology Day in Australia, commemorating the 2008 formal apology to Indigenous Australians for the stolen generations. Can't even say that today. And Kiss Day because of the seventh day of Valentine's week. And Tortellini Day, just celebrating the traditional Italian stuffed pasta. Okay, so for Kiss Day, we're going to use the Hershey's Kisses Milk Chocolate Palette by Glamlight. I've only used this once, so it's not a first impressions, but I don't know if I used all the shades, but I probably used most of them. I'm not smelling really the chocolate right now. Okay, so we're going to go in with this shade here, and there's no names on it, which I think I said that last time too, that part sucks. So this is technically second impressions. So I don't think I've used it since. And I'm like, I can't mess up Kisses Day with a kiss. And bring it all the way up just because it kind of gets lost by the end. Okay, we're going to use this color. I can't tell if it's a brown. I think it is. Yeah. It kind of looked like it had a tint of like purple in it. I don't know, maybe it does. But it's more brown, I think. Okay, then we're going to use this gold shade. Yeah, I don't like how it doesn't have the names on the palette or names at all. And you can't really smell it. At least I can't right now. Alright, then we're going to use this middle shade. This is why I do my eyes first. I always make a mess. And I can clean it up better. Okay, we're going to use the Chica Beauty. This is the matte black liquid eyeliner. And it is felt tip, so which I like using it for the these kind on the top of my eyes. It's just easier for me. Don't worry, my eyes, I'll get it all blended at the end. Okay, this is the Ace Beauté Fresh Phase Primer that I just received. Oh, hold on. Had the seal. I like how it feels. Feels like a moisturizer, but it seems like it's got a slight tackiness to it for the primer, which is good. Okay, then we're going to use this Blur FX Mini Foundation. This is from, I can't read it, Ashante Sheriff Beauty. This should make it more printable or readable. And it's a blurring. It's gonna be light, but that's okay because we do have bronzer. Actually, it doesn't, after blending in, it doesn't look too bad on my skin. Especially with the little bronzer. It's not full coverage, but I wonder, let me see if it says anything. No, it just says blur, hydrating, and radiance. So, it's not, I'd say it's a light coverage, but it's not too bad, which is good. And then I would normally go in probably with the fuller concealer, but we're going to use this Tarte Shape Tape Radiance Concealer to try this. And since it's Radiance, I'm not expecting it to be like a full coverage concealer. I can't remember if I had a sample of the Radiant one before. I got this in my Ipsy. Actually, it kind of feels like it might be a good coverage. And of course, I always like Tarte's Dolpha. Okay. But I've had a lot of just the samples, so I don't have as big of a Dolpha. And the creaseless concealer has a thin one, so this is the only full-size one I've had. So I like the big Dolpha. And it's covering decent. And now I have another concealer for Tarte Tuesday. So, my last assignment, they brought me in to help them prepare for the survey, because in healthcare, Joint Commission comes once every 3 years to survey the hospitals and make sure that they're compliant. And so I had about 2.5 months to prepare them, and they had a really good survey. I wasn't there for the survey because they came the week after I started here, but my boss let me know that it went very well, so I'm happy about that. That wasn't a new bronzer or anything. It's one I just used, but we're gonna, and it wasn't Flower Beauty. So we're gonna use the Flower Blush Balm in the shade Bitten. Now this is very pigmented. Oh, and I put way too much already. Dang it. Okay, that's all right. I do this all the time, and then I able to fix it at the end. By the end, I should say. And I had a Rare Beauty one. Oh well, next Friday. See how pigmented this is? Like I barely put any out, and I still put way too much. Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's do this Dew Stick from TYS Beauty Honeydew Highlighting Stick. That annoys me when I forget to use something. Oh well. Can always use it for next week. This will lighten up as soon as I put setting powder on too. I do this all the time, so I'm kind of used to it. It's hard to tell. It doesn't seem like it's really showing up, but it could be the blush. I don't know. I'll have to use it again, obviously, and see. Alright. I don't have a new foundation, so I'm going to use the Flower Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. And it's almost gone. But then we're going to use the Flower Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder. See how it kind of lightened up. Still is really red, and I got it down here today. Oops, but that's alright. We'll put bronzer and all that stuff on, and it'll look better. I don't have a new blush, so I'm going to use the Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Sweet Pea PB1. And just put a little bit because that's still shining through. Then we're going to use the Natasha Denona IOI Gen Skincare Infused Glow Beautifier Highlighting Bouncy Face Powder. Oh, it's powder. Oh, you can use it as a highlighter, but you can also use it as just a regular. It says, use after your morning skincare routine and apply across the entire face using a face brush or a no makeup glow from within look. For maximum payoff, use as a highlighter on top of your makeup base, applying with a clean finger. No, I'm going to use a brush. I'll probably only use this as a highlighter. Thought I smelled something. I'm like, Natasha Denona doesn't have smelly stuff. Yeah, pretty. Not my favorite. I like more of the icy color, but it still looks really good. Okay, I'm not sure what. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Clout Lip Plumping Pen, and I don't think it's color because it says in the clear. So, and it's a 3-in-1 plumping and gloss and balm. Yeah, it's clear. So I'm gonna just kind of put that on, and then we're going to, this says it's Brow Juice by Blink, tubing with brow juice. Let's put this on. I don't think it's colored, but it does have like it almost looks like it's got a tint. No, it's about the same color. Okay, let me do my brows. Okay, this one I was able to, I put the juice on before, then I did my brows. So let me put some juice on over this one. This one's a little thicker, but that's okay. I think after we complete the look. Okay, let's do a lower. And I can't ever get that open. Alright, let's use this shade here, since we haven't used it, for underneath her eyes. Okay, let's blend that with our Flower Beauty brush. Okay, we're going to use this shade now to kind of blend all this and highlight. Okay, I can't find another lip gloss right now, so I'm going to use this Drew Barrymore in the shade Barrymore. I don't know where my scribble stick went with for Flower Beauty, so I'm just using this. I just use a regular lip liner. I still gotta do some unpacking. This is my second week being home, or here, so I should be going home this weekend, but because Friday, when this video goes up, I need to go back to the division in Tampa for some boot camp things, so yeah, I'll go home next weekend. So I'm going to use this weekend to try to organize again. And we're going to use the Flower Seal, the Dio Hydrating Setting Spray, since I don't have a new. This is about gone, which is good because I have another one from Flower Beauty that the thing is broke, so I got to dump it into that when it's done. Alright, this is it for First Impressions Friday. I do like this. I like the look, but I wish I had the shade names on it. I wish it was actually more scented, and yeah, but otherwise it had a pretty look. The lip plumping primer, lip balm, I mean, you don't really need it, so I think this is just like a gimmick thing, and I don't see my lips plumping. If I'd never got it, I don't think I would have purchased it, because, well, I would never purchase it. I think I got this actually in my Ipsy. The highlight, not my favorite, but it went on well, because I just don't like the champagne color. I'll never use it as all over the face. This went on well. It doesn't claim to be full coverage, so it was good. The concealer was more coverage than I thought for being a radiant, so I like that, and I like the Dolpha for this. And the brow juice, now I know to put it on after. It was fine. It was brow juice. The primer I think is good. The highlighting stick, I don't think it went on as well as I thought, or I would have liked, but it was fine. But yeah. And before we go, the stain history and February 13th of 1945, during World War II, British and American Air Forces launched a massive 3-day firebombing campaign on the German city of Dresden. The attack created a firestorm that killed an estimated 25,000 to 135,000 people and destroyed much of the historic city center. Oh, that's so sad. I like history, and for the people too. In 1861, after the electoral votes were counted, Abraham Lincoln was officially declared the 16th President of the United States. His election was the primary catalyst for the succession of Southern states and the start of the American Civil War. In 1633, the Italian astronomer arrived to face trial before the Inquisition for his support of the Copernican theory that the Earth revolves around the sun, a view then considered heretical by the Catholic Church, and this was Galileo arrived in Rome for that. In 1869, following the Glorious Revolution, William III and Mary II were proclaimed joint sovereigns of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Peanuts comic strip published in 2000, or The Last Peanuts, the original Sunday installment of Charles M. Schulz's legendary Peanuts comic strip, appeared in the newspapers just one day after Schulz's death. Massacre of Glencoe in 1962. In the Scottish Highlands, 38 members of the MacDonald clan were killed by government troops. Clan Campbell for failing to promptly pledge allegiance to King William III. And in 1960, France successfully detonated its first atomic bomb, nicknamed Gerbois Blue, in the Algerian Sahara Desert, becoming the world's fourth nuclear-armed nation. Some birthdays: Grant Wood in 1891. He was an American painter best known for the iconic American Gothic. Chuck Yeager in 1923, U.S. Air Force officer and test pilot who became the first person to break the sound barrier in 1947. Kim Novak in 1933, renowned actress and star of Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. Peter Gabriel in 1950, British musician and former lead singer of Genesis. Robbie Williams, 1974, best-selling British solo artist and former member of Take That. Some deaths: in 1542, Catherine Howard, the fifth wife of King Henry VIII, was beheaded for adultery. Richard Wagner in 1883, influential German composer of operas like The Ring Cycle. And in 2016, Antonin Scalia, long-serving Associate Justice for the U.S. Supreme Court. And the quote today comes from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And remember, don't wake up and choose violence, choose kindness, and I'll see you next time. Bye!